All right, choosing a college, it's one of the biggest decisions you're ever gonna make, right? But what if the way we're all taught to do it, chasing rankings, prestige, and what looks good on paper, is just fundamentally broken? Let's talk about a better way to find the college that's right for you.
Just let that sink in for a second. Thousands of students kick off what's supposed to be their dream journey, only to realize, wait, this isn't it at all. And that's a really quiet but super common, and honestly, an incredibly costly disappointment.
So that's the big question, isn't it? If this happens to so many people, there has to be a pattern. And it turns out, it's not about being smart enough. It really comes down to choosing for the wrong reasons. Things like putting prestige way above personal fit.
And that feeling, we're going to call it the great regret. It's that sinking feeling of being totally lost or disconnected, and it almost always comes from this basic mismatch between the student and the school.
So what are these wrong reasons? Well, they're pretty much the usual suspects. Following the rankings, obsessing over a fancy name, or just going wherever your friends are going. Now, these might feel like the safe moves to make, but trust me, they're often just traps that lead you straight to that feeling of regret.
You might be thinking, hey, it's just 4 years. If it doesn't work out, I can always transfer. But oh man, underestimating the impact of this first choice is a huge mistake. The stakes are just so much higher than you might think.
See, transferring isn't like hitting a simple reset button. You often have to go through the whole application process again. You risk losing credits you worked hard for, which can delay your graduation, and you have to rebuild your entire social life from square one. I mean, it is a huge emotional and financial undertaking.
And just look at how big this impact is. A whopping 40% of it hits your daily happiness and your mental health. 35% directly shapes your career, and a quarter of it, that sets the stage for your financial future. So you see, this isn't just about getting a piece of paper. This is literally the foundation for your entire adult life.
Okay, let's cut through all the noise. To make a better choice, we first have to bust some of these common myths that lead so many students down the wrong path. Think of this as your guide to what you can and probably should just ignore.
Okay, myth number 1. This is the big one. It's the idea that a school's rank in some magazine is the single most important factor. We're all kind of conditioned to think that number 5 is automatically better than number 15. But is it really?
See, the thing is, rankings are just numbers. They're totally impersonal. But your experience, that's going to be deeply personal. Those lists don't measure student happiness. They can't tell you if the professors in your specific department are actually amazing teachers or just focused on their own research. And they definitely can't tell you if you're going to feel supported or if you're just going to feel like another face in the crowd.
All right, next up, myth number 2. This one is all about the magic of a famous name. The belief that having a degree from a so-called elite school is basically a golden ticket for the rest of your life.
But here's the reality check. Outside of a handful of very specific fields, that prestigious name on your degree, it has a really short shelf life. As soon as you land that first job, what you can actually do, your skills, your experience, the results you can get, that becomes infinitely more important than the school's logo.
And myth number 3. Oh man, this one is all about staying in your comfort zone. It's that huge temptation to pick a college just because that's where your high school friends are going. It feels safe, I get it, but it is one of the most common paths to regret.
I love this quote. It just says it all, doesn't it? College is about your future, not your social comfort zone. Friendships change, people grow in different directions. This decision is one of the first real chances you get to choose your own path. You are absolutely allowed to choose for yourself.
Okay, so if we're not chasing rankings or prestige or our friends, what in the world should we be looking for? Well, the answer is to use a framework, one that's built on 4 absolutely critical pillars. It's not about prestige, people. It's all about fit.
First up, academic fit. And I mean, this goes way deeper than just checking a box to see if they have your major. You gotta ask, does this department have amazing professors that you can actually talk to? Do they offer the kind of research or internships that'll give you real hands-on experience?
Number 2, financial fit. And listen, this one is non-negotiable. You've got to look past that big, scary sticker price and find out the real cost after grants and scholarships. Then you ask the tough question, is the debt I'd take on reasonable for the career I want to go into? I'm telling you, graduating with financial freedom is a huge head start in life.
Third is the campus environment. And this is all about your day-to-day life. Are you someone who thrives in a big, bustling city or a quiet, classic college town? Do you want a massive university or a small, intimate campus? This is all about finding a place where your personality can really flourish, not just get by.
And last but definitely not least, Pillar 4, career and networking support. A great college isn't just a place to learn, it's a launch pad for your future. So do some digging. Do they have strong connections for internships? Is their alumni network actually active and helpful? This whole pillar is about making sure the school is setting you up for success after you walk across that stage. So, there you have it. It's a simple, 4-step framework you can actually use. First, confirm that academic alignment. Second, assess the financial reality. Third, evaluate the personal environment. And fourth, research the career outcomes. A school that checks all 4 of these boxes for you, well, that's not just a good choice, it's the right choice.
So what does this all boil down to? It's really one simple but super powerful shift in how you think about all this. It's a mindset shift that can change the entire college search.
When you really get down to it, the whole college search boils down to this one choice. Are you chasing prestige, which is all about external validation, right? What looks good to other people? Or are you chasing alignment, which is about internal clarity? What is actually right for you? One path so often leads to regret. The other leads to a place where you can genuinely thrive.
And this right here? This might be the most important thing to remember in this whole process. Your success isn't determined by the name of the school. It's determined by you, by your engagement, your drive. A student who is happy and thriving at their school will always outperform a student who feels totally out of place, no matter how elite that other school is supposed to be.
So, we're going to leave you with this one final question to think about. Stop asking which college will impress other people and start asking yourself which college is going to empower me to become the person I really want to be. Because in the end, that is the only question that truly matters.